This is a story that is inspired by the white snow that is surrounding me. It is coming from the north. An old Greenlandic myth tells a story of a young woman called Sedna. She was so incredibly beautiful, with her big black hair, and so clever and skillful. She was the perfect Inuit woman, and no man was good enough for her, at least that's what she thought. Every time a handsome hunter asked for her hand, she declined. But Sedna herself was a very good hunter, and she needed no man to take care of her. But her attitude made her father very angry. He wanted for her to behave just like the other women in the village were behaving. Father's patience ran out, and one day he demanded that she sail to an abandoned island. She would live there until she was wise enough to accept one of the many proposals that she is receiving. Sedna waited and waited on the island, and as the time went by, she suddenly got a visitor, a very handsome man, and he told her that he was a successful hunter. He promised her a life with him where she would be fully provided of. She would never miss a thing. After some consideration and the loneliness that had crept in on this island, she finally accepted this proposal, and they left the island together. But one day, Sedna's father got a horrible message that his daughter was tricked. The man that she married was an imposter. He didn't catch any food. He treated her horribly, and she suffered and starved. Every single day, she was scavenging for food out of hunger. In pure rage, her father and the entire family sailed off to get Sedna home safely. The family arrived at Sedna's home, and she quickly got into the boat, beaten, anxious, and afraid of what her husband would do if he would find out that she is gone. And with good reason, for as soon as the husband discovered that she had escaped, he revealed his true self. He was a shapeshifter, and then he shifted into the form of a huge eagle. Like that, he flew out of the ocean and looked for the boat. And when he finally spotted the boat, he started to flap his wings so hard that it created a massive storm. And when he saw the boat and the family, he started to flap his wings so hard that it created a massive storm and sent the boat out of control. And in this moment, Sedna flew over the edge of the boat. The eagle was waving and waving his wings. Sedna was just hanging with her fingers at the ledge of the boat. But the eagle just got angrier and angrier. He was furious and determined to see her dead. So he kept on creating a bigger and even more deadly storm. Sedna screamed and begged her father to pull her up from the freezing water. But as the father saw the rising range of the eagle, he decided to save the rest of the family. So he took his knife, he cut off all of his daughter's fingers, and the screaming Sedna sank into the darkness of the deep sea. The eagle finally stopped his raging and let the family go. Sedna kept sinking. Her fingers were pulsating. Her heavy clothes were weighing her down to the bottom of the ocean. But all of a sudden, the pain stopped, and the blood running from her fingers were releasing blood, and the blood was turning into silver, and the silver was turning into fish. Sedna now realized that she could breathe again, and she suddenly remembered the words of the village shaman. He once told her about the spirits of the nature. They live in the northern lights, and from here they control the changes of the seasons and of all life. And if somebody is being wronged, the spirits will take care of them if the person is still fully pure in their heart. Sedna now lived in the ocean, but as the time went by, her big black hair got all messed up and tangled, and because she had no fingers, it was impossible for her to comb it. It made her angry and sad. A ruin that the Inuit people would come to fear. On the earth, Inuit were starving. Her family was dead. There was no more animals left to catch, and the supply was long gone. In the crisis like this, the village would summon the shaman, and the shaman would get into a Yeah. Too late. Hey, too late. In the moments like this, the village would summon the shaman. Shaman would get into a trance, and he could be able to communicate with the spirits of nature to bring back the balance of the nature. So the shaman traveled together with the spirits to the bottom of the ocean. There they found a big house, and on the top of the house there was a big sledge dog barking and growling on the roof of the house. He growled and growled, but though he still allowed them to pass. In the house they found the giant furious woman. The spirits whispered to the shaman that he has to tangle himself into the hair of the woman, and he has to hold tight, as the woman will try to kill him. After a while, the shaman successfully convinced her to calm down and started combing her hair. The shaman just wanted to tell her that he is there not to harm her, but to help her, as he was combing slowly through her thick black hair. He removed all sorts of trash out of her hair, trash that people have tossed in the water. The hair got less and less tangled, and the hair were almost clean again. As he combed the last straws of the hair, 10 giant animals started to appear out of the hair, 1 animal for each chopped finger. Seals, walruses, narwhals, whales, reindeers, polar bears, all kinds of birds appeared. Sedna now was the mother of the sea. She talked to the shaman and told him that Inuit people weren't trying hard enough to live their lives properly, that they were greedy and they weren't caring for the sea. And that's why all her hair had been tangled, and all the animals are tangled in her hair. She asked for the shaman to remind the people to take care of the sea and to remember to live in balance with the nature. And then she will release the animals that are tangled within her hair. The shaman returned to his people, and since that day, the Inuit people are trying to keep this promise. And whenever they fail, she still punishes them and let the animals stay tangled in her hair. This is a story from the north. This is a story of Sedna. Let it take you. Let it be taken by the story. Let it be taken perhaps by the dark black hair that are swaying in the currents of the ocean.